I perished. I suffocated beneath 1 billion plastic shopping bags, each used barely but once. I failed to crawl my way from under tons of rotten, half-eaten convenience foods. I was found buried beneath an avalanche of good cardboard we had tossed aside. The mere idling of their many vehicles proved enough to totally blacken my lungs. I died from 1 million tiny cuts caused by all the usable glass we had thrown away. I was carried off by the flood of petroleum that they burned for no real reason. Advertising jingles collided in my head as I tried earnestly to pray for my soul. I was crushed beneath mountains of worthless and dead corporate fishery bycatch. I lay flattened and compressed under fresh concrete right along with the dying soil. They gave myself and other dissidents free housing by their coal-fired power plants. I was borne off with rich sediment as the mountain glaciers melted into blowing dust. I drifted up with the smoke from the last firewood burned to boil their drinking water. They brought bad jobs and ruined our lives with their wasted dream vacation resorts. I was scalded horribly as I drowned in the spreading floods of their black asphalt. I stood no chance as monstrous machinery pierced and gouged my unprotected flesh. I perished from the shock of all the electricity that was simply being wasted. I was quietly covered by silt far below the surface at the base of their marvelous dams. I passed out unaware of the short-sighted, poisonous nature of their slick propaganda. I was but one of uncounted millions who perished in unnecessary resource wars over overpopulation. Their high-speed tires spread me into a shiny stain on the smooth concrete pavement. I was buried with free-market lead in my brain and byproduct mercury in my tissues. I failed in my struggle to make it to the air above a sea of cast-off plastic containers. Nobody found my tiny newborn body inside a milk carton dropped into a dumpster. I passed away beneath the excessive marching feet of the far beyond sustainable. I slowly decomposed along with vast forests of discarded paper we had no use for. The screaming sonar destroyed my guidance system as we fled full of their toxins. I drowned with a polar bear searching for ice floes long melted in this new warm age. I disappeared from migration routes traced through the web of life for 1 million years. Drying with the Virgo rain, I never reached the parched earth so far below. I floated lifeless along with dirty runoff into channelized rivers to ocean dead spots. I withered beside the plants which could not migrate away from the increasing heat. I perished of amnesia after my identity was stolen by some worm-filled spam. The imports fell apart quickly and lay in useless heaps by their abandoned strip malls. I was sent to Africa with the cast-off Chinese clothing even thrift stores could not sell. I was bagged as the regrettably unavoidable collateral damage of inevitable globalization.